Glen Jennings, pictures of Tszyu and the kid Laroi overnight appearing on social media. Have you heard of the kid Laroi?
I have heard of the kid Laroi. He's a very good friend of our team doctor, Dr. Bill Anseline.
I see.
And that's where the relationship comes from.
Oh, good stuff. I could see him as a ring walk. Imagine that.
Yeah, we've actually talked about it with him, and he's keen as mustard. It's just trying to work out his tour dates versus our tour dates and making it happen. But yeah, we'd love to do that.
Oh, I'd love to see it too. Obviously, straight from we're in Redfern right now, right? Where this is Kid Laroi territory.
That's
but
right. That's right.
That would be great. Now, just update on Tszyu and Bakhram Murtazaliev. Where's that at? Obviously, October 20, we've got a date. Is there signed contracts? It's locked in?
It's all done. I think it's just a hold off on an announcement from No Limits and PBC based on the fact that Nikita's fight's coming up. And I think just securing the venue, which is a problem everywhere at the moment because venues are all fairly busy. Worldwide, it seems like every time you try to get a venue, they've already got a booking. But yeah, so just wait for that and you'll hear fairly soon as to when that's going to get released.
Still Orlando, Florida?
Yes, at this stage, yeah.
Good stuff. And how's his training been going over in Vegas? I know Nikita's just flown back from training, pickleball and a few other things.
Yeah, they mix it up, the boys. It's good fun. I mean, it was 45-degree heat, so credit to them for getting out there and doing that. But it's been an amazing camp. Different having Nikita there because they work together but separately. So there's that level of competition with the Tszyu boys and they really push each other. But so it's been a great camp. Nikita's got so much out of it. And now Tim, he's actually having this weekend off. And Igor flies back on Thursday with Omar and they reset and start again. So, yeah.
Recently, the Sheikh, Turki Alalshikh's had his nose out of joint. Where are we at with that? Are they going to go for dinner and just have a couple of beers and sort it out or what?
Yeah, look, I don't really think it's as big as it looks. It's an interesting thing. I get Turki Alalshikh's position. He is a guy that wants to create the biggest fights and we get that. However, Tszyu, we already have a pathway in place and we work with PBC and we've got all the fighters we want at PBC, so it makes sense for us to follow our established pathway. And having said that, we didn't say we'd ever not want to work with Turki Alalshikh. We would love to, but there are channels and working with PBC that need to go through and we're respectful of all parties. So I'm hoping that one day that opportunity will come and we would love to be a part of it.
Do you know what he's actually talking about when he says they wronged me or sort of like, or is it just a breakdown in communication and you didn't do what he wanted?
Well, I'm not really sure about the breakdown in communication because I haven't been part of that because I don't come into it until there's an actual offer. There was some talk about Tim and Crawford with Turkey, but that doesn't make sense for us now with what we've got in front of us with Tim going after the IBF belt and then trying to unify the other belts. So, I mean, our pathway has been, we're at 25 fights and we've been very successful. So we stick with what we know, but most importantly, we won't wait. We're not going to sit. If someone says to us, hey, we want you to fight X in May next year, we're not waiting for that. We're going to stay busy. Tim wants to stay busy and it's my job to keep him busy. So between myself and No Limits, it wasn't a rejection, it was just no, at the moment we've got a pathway that we're moving on. But if there's something that comes up that fits into that, absolutely we'll have those chats.
Well, we look forward to seeing something happen eventually, hopefully with Tim and Crawford, but more importantly, Bakhram Murtazaliev. What was Kostya's thoughts on Tim fighting a Russian?
No issue whatsoever. None whatsoever. Kostya from a distance watches and we have chats about it, but he's just excited for Tim to go and get the IBF belt, which he had. So Murtazaliev's a challenge. All those that think Murtazaliev's a pushover need to go and have a look at what he's capable of. You don't get an IBF belt, you don't get a world title belt unless you've got something to bring. So we're expecting a tough fight and we're going to get reset for that now.
And how is he feeling mentally? Obviously, after coming off the Fundora saga, and he's just got to regroup and refocus. And I hope there's light at the end of the tunnel. Like I'm sure you try to look for the good in everything. But
well, look, credit to Tim. He took that as a learning curve. No one likes a loss. It hurt us all, but for Tim, it was like I'm going to shake that off. I'm going to put that away, and I'm going to go forward, and I'm going to take my revenge. And that's something we look forward to. But he's a special athlete. It was literally turn that off and switch on another switch and move forward. And that's the key to activity. Give yourself a focus to move forward. You don't dwell on the past. So take all the good out of the loss and move forward. And I think it's going to be an exciting 18 months. and we are talking some mega fights, so stay tuned.
Good stuff. Well, we will keep you tuned right here. Glen Jennings, Fight Life Management, Team Tszyu head honch,
Happy to be
and future pickleballer, maybe.
Nah, the artificial knees won't allow that. Thanks, mate.